leaving the platform. Elevate it by generating custom functionality on the fly. No heavy coding or plugins necessary. Instead of busy work, now you can just skip to the good part. Finally, AI where you want it, when you need it, every step of the way. From SEO to full site generation, discover Duda's full AI stack at duda.co.
That's the level that sounds like arrogance, but it's this bone core confidence, unshakable confidence. And if it seems like arrogance and you sell something, go fuck your big ass. Go up the fucking road and panhandle somebody else. Because around here, we don't fucking subscribe to bullshit. Money talks, bullshit walks. If you ain't got it, don't come here. Don't come here. Because this is a really real bill. We only can have a population of people that can know what bullshit is, and we avoid it. And you have to have that. Going forward, everything that you're doing in your trading and your development, you got to filter bullshit. Filter, get that shit away. Stop wasting my time. I ain't got time for your shit. All these people talking about, oh, you're brokies, you're broke, you're broke. Their clientele, their fucking clientele are literally a vacuum of nobody coming out there and showing you anything. But they got a discount code for Labor Day. Going back to school sale. They're doing more work trying to sell some bullshit than simply going out there and fucking trading. Yeah. Think about it. I'm about to cross 800,000. I'll probably have it by tonight. Subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy. You guys really want them books, don't you? So 800,000 people, not one advertisement, not one fucking advertisement. Why do you think they come here? They don't want to listen to me cuss and sound like a sailor. That's not what it is. Some of you probably do, but they come here because they see my stuff has changed people's financial lives. They come out and they're being interviewed by companies. They're being interviewed by prop firms, or they're doing their own YouTube channels, and they're showing what they've done with it. And I'm so honored and proud of all of you. This need to be where they are, you need to squash that. Push it down. Because you don't know where your winner circle is. You don't know what that is. And I guarantee you, it's not even close to where it really is. It's going to be so far beyond what you think right now. You think, if I can just get $100,000, man, if I can just get a 6-figure income a year, I'm set. And you know, when you start doing it, it becomes like nothing. It feels like $2,000, $5,000. It feels like nothing. And when you make $250,000, $100,000 doesn't feel the same either.
These days, work moves fast. That's where Grammarly comes in. With an AI chat that helps take you from draft to delivery. Because when your words click, your ideas land. Work smarter with Grammarly.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums. I'm going to hit drums and click cover. Yes. This is good. Okay, perfect. I feel like the song needs a rhythm guitar. Run, dun, 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 run, dun, 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 dun. Changing it to guitar. I'm going to type in rhythm guitar. Okay, I like this track. I'm going to copy it to the main. All right, now we're adding some bass. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's click on bass, and I'm going to just click cover. Yes, I like this. Okay, good. All right, adding a synth for the chorus. pulsing ambient synth. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna copy the synth to the main track. Let's add a shaker. I'm going to click on percussion, and here I'm just typing in shaker and clicking cover. Let's add it to the main track. Now let's put it all together, and I'm gonna sing. Absolutely unexpected. Maybe that's the best part. Yeah, I know that we connected, not just music, but our hearts. I know based on my track record, I tend to pick the worst. I know I deserve a good guy. Maybe you could be the first. I know we all grow from our past mistakes, 'cause now you're a risk that I'm willing to take. You're making the hours spotlight. You're making me smile so now I felt more like myself. Then you showed me with your spell. I just have to hide. What if it was you on this side? And everything that I yet was waiting for your voice and I do it. I'll admit it's pretty scary.
It's weird how you lose the sensitivity to money, and that departure, that descent from the normal way of viewing money, when that happens for you, where that happens in your trading and how much you're putting on a trade, where you lose connection, the connectivity to your model and the respect of risk, wherever that is, and it's going to be uniquely different for all of you rather. That's the part that you need to pay attention to, because if you can balance that, you won't over leverage, you won't take a loss or a series of losing trades and go on full tilt, blow your account trying to get it back real quick or get mad. You'll stop. You'll say, okay, I don't need to do this. I'm done. You're not trying to pander to an online community watching you live stream. You're not worried about keeping up with somebody else on Twitter and their posted results with just a little screenshot, but you ain't seen them trade nothing. You're not trying to keep up with the people that do coursework and sell and make lots of money, lots of fucking money selling coursework, mentorships. I've done it now, and I stopped. Who needs money? I'm just going to ask you that right now. Who the needs money? Because it ain't me. And I'm talking to you from my heart, telling you exactly what it's going to take for you to win, how to be consistently a winner, how to make money, more money than you ever dreamed of, but you're going to lose through the process. And you can't let these thorns on the rose that you want to hold, you can't let that thorn prick hurt you where you want to throw the rose down. It's going to hurt sometimes. You're going to grab and reach for a trade that you think is a rose, and you're going to grab a thorn, and you might bleed, but don't let go of the rose. Just let go of the risk. Don't lose sight of the model. That rose, that thing that attracts your attention like a bee for the pollen's sake, that's the model. That's your model. So in a lot of ways, I'm teaching you to wear rose petal colored glasses. Look at the market through the lens of your model. If you don't see your model, you don't fucking see shit to do anything. You can't take any risk on. And I don't give a who says otherwise. Oh, well, I took a trade. ICT's guys that do this, do that, they didn't take a trade. Ha ha ha. They don't fucking know what you're doing. And the people talking that shit, I guarantee you, they got little dick syndrome. They didn't make any money. They're in market replay. They ain't making shit. They're talking out their ass because they're in the stage of trying to convince themselves it's worthwhile for them to even try to continue learning how to trade. That's what social media is. Social media is a petri dish for fucking mold. And these moldy ass out here that are sitting around talking about other people instead of just doing whatever it is they're supposed to be doing. If they're good at trading, do good trading. Show that. You'll make so much fucking. I'm at like $30,000 a month in ad revenue. Who the can't do that? If you're a good trader, do it. Do that on Twitter. I'm sorry, on YouTube. Shit, you'll make $500,000 a year easy. I guarantee you, these fucking clowns that are talking about buy my shit, they ain't making $500,000 a year trading. And I'm stopping videos in November too. Where's my money going to come from? Because I sure as fuck ain't doing delivering pizzas. Take inventory, folks. Who's going to be having coupon codes after November? Who's asking to join this and join that? And who has your best interest? I'm talking to you with no monetization right here. My first availability to do this, I'm here talking to you. I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to do well. I
Good evening, guys. Welcome for tonight's webinar. Hello, Sir Anthony. Welcome. And good evening. So tonight, it's all about breakout and retest. Yes, good evening, sir. Breakout and retest. We've heard this many times in trading, right? What is a breakout and what is a retest? Because this is also powerful when you're trading. Okay? It's like the market is saying, okay, I'm ready to go now. Simple as that. So, for the main content, the learning objectives about breakout and retest. What is a breakout? How do you know that this is really a confirmed breakout? Where breakouts matter most? Why traders get trapped? Because they are not patient. That is the problem. There's a way to know that this is a confirmed breakout. False breakout versus valid breakout. The retest itself, how does it look like in the chart? It can look many forms, okay? But the usual pattern is it's going back to a what? To a support and resistance level to retest those levels. The entry rules for the long and short-term setups, and our take profit and the risk to reward ratio, as always. And some keynotes like when not to trade and the common mistakes traders make. All right. So let's start, guys. Okay. 50% deposit bonus, as you all know. Deposit 100, you get 50. 500, you get 250. 1,000, you get $500 extra. So avail now, while this is still available, and you can take advantage of this 50% deposit bonus. Okay. So understand what a breakout really is. All right. Separate the valid breakouts from the false ones. Okay. Yes, at times candles are looking like this could be it, but you didn't wait. You didn't wait for the what? The candle to close. This is the issue. Yes, it's breaking out the resistance or the support level, but the candle is not yet finished. Like a 15-minute candle, okay, takes 15 minutes. When it's even 14 minutes, 30 seconds already, there's still a 30-second lifespan. You need to wait 30 more seconds. Okay, that is the secret there, guys. use the retest as a entry confirmation. Once it retests this level, then that's a confirmation that this is really now the retest. Define the entry, stop loss, take profit, and invalidation rules. Build a repeatable checklist and risk management routine. So what is a breakout? A breakout occurs when price moves beyond an important support or resistance area. Just like what I said. The key question is not simply did price cross the line? Look for acceptance beyond the level. Candle close, number one. Momentum, if it's still producing more bullish candle or still producing more bearish candle. Momentum. And the follow through. All right. Avoid treating every week through a level as a confirmed breakout because it's just a week. Okay. So how does it look like in the chart? Okay. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Sorry, higher low, higher high. Okay. Then a higher low. So where are the resistance levels? This. And this is a resistance, right? So mark that in the chart. That's your resistance. So you are waiting for a breakout there. That is the breakout. So wait. If it goes there, okay, at this point, the 15-minute candle is going there. But it's only 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes. Is that a breakout? So you need to wait for the candle to body candle close there. At 15 minutes, that is a breakout. Simple as that, guys, okay? You need to wait. You need the time frame you are looking at to finish. So, for example, in a 1 hour, it's the same. 59 minutes, 1 hour. That is not a breakout. This is a breakout. All right? So, that's clear now. Huh? Where breakouts matter most? Major swing highs and swing low. Just like this. Swing high, swing high, swing low, swing low. If you want a breakout from the swing low, you need to wait for price to go there. Okay. See, it didn't break out there because it will break out from here. And that is a what? What do you call this now, Anthony? When it break out this level, this support level, what is this? Remember our market structure lesson? Every time I'm telling you about this. What do you call this? When the price breaks the last higher low in an uptrend. What do you call this, Anthony? What do you call this? This move here. We forgot. Chalk. Very good. Chalk. Higher, higher, high, higher, low, higher, low. But did it produce another higher high? No, it produces a lower low. That's the chalk. That's it. That's the breakout. Okay. Now, it's happened there in the swing highs and swing lows. Okay. a clear horizontal support and resistance. Just like this also, a clear horizontal support and resistance. Well-defined consolidation ranges. So it's in a sideways, you can say equal highs, equal lows, equal highs, equal lows, breakout. Okay? The previous session high and low also can be. And levels visible on the higher time frames. Just like in 1 hour. Okay? Then there's a resistance here. It broke, retest, then to the moon. So that is very easy, right? But why are you not following this kind of fundamental in trading? This is very, very basic stuff. Okay? So, just like this, there is a resistance. It body candle close, but a breakout. Okay? So, a level of pressure, there's some pressure. Take it close beyond, closes there. And a follow through. So this is the moment. This is a clear breakout. Okay? So why traders get trapped here? They are entering immediately after a dramatic candle. Yeah, it can look like this. Like this, for example, they are marking their resistance there. Okay? It's going there, but they didn't wait. Maybe halfway here, they start to enter. Halfway there, they start to enter, putting their stop loss maybe just below that resistance because they think this is not going to continue, but its body candle close below that resistance. There is no body candle close. That is not a breakout. Okay? Very easy to follow, guys. So, trading a weak level that has no clear context. This is also true. Okay, you need some good level of resistance. Okay, just like here, for example, you clearly there's price went down. They try again, but price went down. So this is really a good level of resistance here. One, two, three, four touches. That is a resistance. But nothing lasts forever. This is a clear breakout. And a retest and a follow through all the way down. That's it, guys. Why you are not marking your resistance level or support level? You can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. This is very good resistance. So wait for the breakout to happen. Look at this. Look at this candle in the 1 hour candle. Really, the buying pressure now is more powerful than the sellers here. Finally, it broke through there. Okay? Ignoring higher time frame direction. This is also very common. You need bias every time. Okay? So, look at this. Okay? It was going up, but somewhere here, okay, happened some story here. It made a choke here. It made a choke here. So where is the last higher low here? This low. Okay. That is the choke. So it went there, middle and lower, but it broke again. Since this is the last lower high, a choke happened here. That is it. Okay. So it's still going up. This is the switch. Okay. Always market structure, guys. You cannot go blind with market structure. Okay. Always think of the bias in the higher time frame. Entering before the candle closes. This is what I'm always repeating. You need a clear breakout. Okay. So if it's not by the candle closing, the story is not yet finished. And risking too much because the setup looks certain. Looks certain. Okay. So it's not confirmed. So you get trapped in this kind of scenarios. Huh? False breakout versus the valid breakout. False breakout, price pierces a level but quickly returns inside the range. Huh? Just like this. Body cannot close. It returns back inside the range. Valid breakout, prices closes beyond the level. Okay, it closes, it body cannot close and shows continued acceptance. So it's not rejecting this breakout. Okay, it's showing continued acceptance. So it produces more bullish momentum, bullish candles or bearish candles if it's going down. That is valid breakout. No single candle guarantees success. Okay, because it's just the first breakout candle. Confirmation reduces because of that, but never removes uncertainty. So you need confirmations after confirmations as much as possible. Okay. If the level is reclaimed, then the original breakout may be invalid already. Because if price can do anything, we cannot see the future, but we can only see what it's giving us by way of these previous candles, okay, previous levels. It's like clues, okay, if you want to call that. Because the market needs to show you its hand first before you react, okay? Yes, that is the best way to describe that. You do not guess, you do not hope, okay? You don't hope too much, okay? You just react to what the market is showing you, all right? Now the retest. How does a retest work or look like? So after a breakout, price may return to test the broken level because it's a breakout, so it's broken. Old resistance can become the potential support. What does that mean? So previous resistance, okay, if it breaks out, it will become a support, right? So okay. This is resistance, huh? This is one touch, second touch. So there is a resistance there. It break out. That is a breakout because first candle confirmation is very strong. Another continuation, okay? It's accepting this action. A breakout, more bullish candle, that is a breakout. But a retest goes back to this now resistance becomes support. There, that is now the retest. So in here, you can now look for ways or confirmation to show you that this is now time to place the trade. And what is that, Sir Anthony? What you can see here? After the retest, you need confirmation candles like what? I'm always showing you, if I want to enter this, I need to see a engulfing candle. Engulfing. So this is your engulfing. Green, red, engulfing the red one. Now you can enter here. Stop loss below that body of the candle or below that now support level, and target the next high here, which will give you a 1:4.78 risk to reward ratio. It's always like that, guys. Breakout, retest, confirmation to enter. Okay? Easy, easy. It's not, it doesn't have to be complicated, but you need to wait. You need to put these pieces together like a story. Okay? And then you can decide that this is now the time, because I've waited how many hours after this breakout? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours of waiting. Okay? After that breakout, after 12 hours, since you are in the 1 hour, that's in more than enough time to think, to review, to look for this confirmation, right? And that's it. You know how many hundreds of pips you catched here, Sir Anthony? That's a lot of pips. Okay? Now, a retest. Did I read this? The retest gives traders a chance. Yeah. It's always like that. In any time frame, you choose your poison. You want it in the 1 hour, you want it in the 30 minute. It's giving the same market structure. So a retest gives traders a chance to avoid chasing the breakout candle. This retest give trade. So it's giving you more chance, okay? Because in here, okay, you see the breakout, right? Breakout. I will enter now. This is a breakout. I will enter. I will put my stop loss somewhere there. I don't know. You are guessing here. Okay. And then you will target, you will look for something here in the left. Okay. Maybe you want to target this now resistance. Let me see. Maybe you will target this because this is support becomes resistance. Okay. Now this is the resistance. So you will target this. Okay. You will target that. That is normal. But look, it went down to your stop loss because this is just a breakout. There is no retest. It needs to retest this level that has broken. It was a resistance becomes support. So wait for the price to retest. And from there, you can enter confidently now because I don't know where you put that below your body candles there. That is your stop loss. The price went to your stop loss? No, yes, but not all the way. Okay, now you can confidently target this resistance there. Finally, it is now clean. No more because the breakout happened and the retest happened. So two confirmations now in your hand, right? So more confidently, you can target that resistance. Now it went there because it already did the retest. Okay, this is now confirmed support. Okay, went there, yes, tested this back, and then finally to the moon. Okay, so breakout and retest. That's why this lesson for tonight is called breakout and retest, right? Breakout and retest. Okay, so a retest is a setup, not an automatic entry. Okay, wait for the confirmation. Wait for the confirmation. And what I'm always telling you guys, Wait for your bullish engulfing. That is a very good bullish engulfing in a 1 hour. Okay, if we will go to 5 minutes, okay, you can also find your entry here. How you will do that in the lower time frame. So it was going down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, low, until, look, market structure, Sir Anthony. Where is the last thing you need to see here? Where's the last lower high? If you say this, it could be a lower high, yes, because lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so yes, you need the chalk again in the lower time frame. So lower low, because this week is lower than this week. So before that, there is a high there. So that is your chalk in the 5 minute. And there is a big bullish engulfing there, Sir Anthony. Okay. So it will retest again. You see, breakout, retest every time. Breakout, chalk, retest. Somewhere there is your FVG. And where is your point of interest? There's the FVG, there's the wick, and the wick that is not touching. That is your FVG. It went back to your FVG, and you can enter from there. So it's now much better looking, right? You see? Retest, okay. Bullish engulfing, okay. You can enter there. And you can target that resistance up there, right? Way up there. Now look at your risk to reward ratio. 1:12, Sir Anthony. Hello, Sir Charles. Welcome to the webinar, sir. Thanks for coming. So now you are seeing this, Sir Anthony, in a much better way now. Huh? Higher time frame is doing this. Breakout, retest, continuation. 5 minutes, now you can see it. You see? It's always like that. Okay, if it's going down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then the chop. Breaking this, retest to the upside, to the moon. The same thing is happening in the lower time frame. But you just have to practice this chalk, retest, find that FVG, or sometimes they call this order block somewhere there. There's always some point of interest this retest is going. Okay, so then you can ride this trend finally to the moon. Okay, very clear now. So your risk to reward here is much better, 12.83. Wow. You see, it didn't even go to your drawdown. Very nice. See, very minimal. And look at this risk to reward, Sir Anthony. Look at that. And all the way there. Okay, now breakout and retest. So we will go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, breakout, retest, confirmation candle, bullish engulfing to the moon finally. You need to wait because if you will enter here, as I've shown you, breakout, let's go, let's enter, let's rock and roll. That is typically our reaction. Because you waited, it's in the 1 hour time frame. I will target this high here, but it didn't went there because it's still going for the retest. Retesting this resistance becomes support, and from there only the bullish engulfing is shown you. Then there you must enter. That is the best way to enter. And you see you are protected under the support. Finally, targeting this, and see, without any more retest because it's already done. Okay? That is nice, huh? Very clear. So like this, breakout plus the retest model. Okay, finally some pressure. Okay, but breakout and I retest finally to the moon, huh? All right, confirmation at the retest. So rejection from the level. Okay, it's rejection. It broke out. Strong bullish or bearish close in the breakout direction, just like this. Now it's a bullish breakout. Small consolidation followed by continuation. Yeah, this can also fall. This can also happen. Okay, so let's uh, let's see what it can show us here. Okay, just like this, for example, what is the true breakout here in the 1 hour? That is the breakout, right? So it went there for the retest, or you can say this is a full consolidation phase, and finally to the moon. Okay, so we will piece that all together as I show you more example. Let's remove all these drawings. What else? Clear lower time frame structure shift. Yes, because it's also happening in the lower time frame. So if there's a breakout, this is going down. So 5 minute is going down. Wait for the shift, chop, and somewhere here you will enter, right? Finally, it will go to the moon. Yes. Because in the 5 minute, there is the shift. Somewhere happened here. At this level, at the 5 minute, there is some chalk like this. Okay. Okay. Avoid entries when prices slices through, when price slices straight back through the level. So if that happens, then it's now invalidated. All right. Now, entry rules for the long setup. Number one, identify a clear resistance level. Okay, which I showed you. There's some resistance here. Okay. Wait for a candle to close above it. Okay. Like this one. Here, finally, candle close there. And this is where the action is going to happen. That shift, that switch. Okay. Let price return to the broken level. Okay. Wait for a bullish confirmation at or near the retest. Then you will look for your bullish engulfing. Enter only after confirmation. Place the stop loss where the stop is invalidated, not an arbitrary distance. Okay. And you can now manage your stop loss here somewhere. Because there's always a support level here. Where is the support level? This is support. See, remember our SNR strategy. Red green is always a support. Why it's always stopping there? Because this is clearly a support level. Okay, and from there you can manage in the 5 minute the switch in the chalk, and you can enter there, guys. You can enter somewhere there. Okay, like that. And look at your risk to reward, guys. Wow. 1:12. Wow, wow. Okay. For the short, it's just a reverse. I will not read that for you. It's just a reverse. Stop loss, of course, this could be subjective. Maybe people uh, have their own stop loss parameters. Maybe they will always put it below that FVG. Okay. Maybe they will stick with the 50 pip stop loss. Okay, like me, I have a 50 pip stop loss rule. It all depends, guys. Okay, there's no correct way how to win this trade setup. It's all subjective. different mentality. We all think differently. Okay. We have also different capital amount. Okay, maybe you have more than mine. So it all depends. As long as you can manage or you have your limit, that's it. Okay. So for a long, below the rate structure or the level that invalidates the setup. For the short, it's just the reverse. Okay. Above the rate structure or invalidation level. Give the trade enough room. Okay. It needs to breathe. Okay. Yes, it looks very bad when it's in a negative, but this is trading, okay? So enough room for normal market noise. Never widen a stop simply to avoid taking loss, okay? Do not move your stop. If it's there, if that's your rule, do not break it, all right? Position size should be adjusted to the stop distance. This can also help you, okay? Now, profit take profit and the risk to reward. Okay, define the target before entering. Use the next major structure liquidity area as a logical target. Because, as I shown you, I'm always looking to, if I entered here, okay, if I entered here, maybe I saw the chalk there in the 5 minute. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. I don't know. It's just example. This is in the 1 hour actually. Maybe I find the chalk there in the 5 minutes. So I enter there. I will put my stop loss somewhere there. Okay. What I will target this because this is not happened yet. This is in the future. So this is the highest I can go. So I will put my there either in the wick or here. Let's see in the body of the candle. What is my risk to reward? 1 is to 19. That is very nice already, Mr. Anthony, right? So it all depends. Maybe you will target this or maybe it will stop here. Maybe. So this is your TP1. Maybe this could be your TP2. So it all depends. That's what it means. So let's read that again. Define the target. So that is my targets. So use the next major structural liquidity. As I showed you. Yes. Because you must have some common sense. Why you will target this one? It's nothing there. It's so far, I don't know. So that's not very very logical. And your risk to reward there will be what? 1 is to 35. You are now going to Mars, not to the moon. Okay? So you must have some common sense. So maybe this is the TP1. No, this is my maximum. Okay. That's very nice because that's what common sense or logic dictates. But it's all up to you. But for me, this is what I will do. Okay. If this didn't happen yet, why I will target this? Okay. I don't know what's there. It's so far. Right? This is like maybe 2,000 pips. Who knows? So that is very logical. Okay. TP1, TP2. All right. Now, so example, risk 1 unit to target 2 units. Yeah, 1 is to 2, always. This is normal, 1 is to 2. Why you will trade 1 is to 1? You are just breaking even. 1 is to 2 is the minimum as your risk to reward. A favorable RR does not make a bad setup good, okay? Do not move the target further away just because price is close to it also, all right? What else? What else? Risk management. Okay, reach a small predefined percentage of account equity per trade. Keep risk consistent rather than increasing it after a loss. Yes, you must be consistent. Okay, to be consistent, guys, it means it doesn't matter if I'm just making $50 a day. Okay, and my capital is only $500. So my capital is very low, but through compounding, it will be 550. It will be 600. In 1 month, it will reach maybe $1,000, $1,500, and from there, okay, your risk will increase. Okay, you can risk more than 1%. Maybe you will increase it to 5%. But if you will get there, okay, but you have to be consistent. Otherwise, you will just gambling and who knows, blow your account. Okay, keep risk consistent. Okay, avoid stacking multiple highly correlated trades. This is I don't know how you will understand this. Avoid stacking multiple highly correlated trades. What do you understand about this? Stacking means you are adding, huh? You are adding. Maybe you are layering too much. Okay? Because how you do you get this margin call? Because you don't have enough fund to support all this. So use the position size calculator if you want to. Okay? To avoid this confusion, why I'm getting margin call every time or more so often, because you are stacking, and that's the problem. So set a maximum daily loss limit for your trading plan. What is your maximum daily loss? It will be up to you. It's your money. Okay, if you only have $1,000, you want to risk half of it, $500 in one day. You have to be realistic. Maybe maximum $100. Okay, I'm accepting that. I lost $100 today. I will stop now. So you try again tomorrow, look for another setup. The strategy is only useful if risk is controlled. Okay, that is very good advice. Multi-time frame, higher time frame, identify the trend and the important levels, because this will show you clear signs where because higher time frame is more strong than lower time frame. So at middle time frame, this is where you will find the breakouts. Where is that? Okay, wait for breakout and read the structure. All right. Now, lower time frame is where you will seek the confirmation and refine entry. That's where I showed you. You will go to the 5 minute to see that chalk, right? Because it's all fractal, guys. What's happening in the higher time frame will happen in the lower time frame, and then you will find your entries there. If time frames strongly conflict, so stand aside. Don't trade. Use the same process across pairs instead of changing rules trade by trade. Okay, example trade for the long resistance is clearly defined. So you found it. Price close above the resistance with momentum. Okay, there's a breakout. Price pulls back. Retest. So bullish rejection, confirmation of first. So bullish rejection. It produces this engulfing candle. And that's where you will enter. And entry follows confirmation. Stop sits below the invalidation structure. So I don't know, it could be that support or that FVG you found there. Target is the next logical resistance structures. All right. Short is just the same, but reverse. So when not to trade, the level is unclear or constantly being crossed. The breakout candle is followed by immediate rejection. The retest is too deep and invalidates the level. Yes, which can also happen. So there is insufficient room to the next major target. This can also be very affect your trader. There is insufficient room to the next major target. What is insufficient? Okay? Parang kulang, di ba? Hindi sa sufficient, parang may kulang siya. So, if you find that, then this trade is not, parang hindi siya deserving. All right? So, the setup requires a chasing price. You cannot define the risk before the entry. Okay? Always add all this like check boxes, okay? Checklist, so you know when not to trade, guys. So the common mistake, buying the first spike above the resistance. And I've shown that to you, right? So this one, there is a resistance there. Okay, you said, but this was a big green candle there. But you cannot wait. Okay, and then you entered there halfway, but now it closed below that range, then stop loss is hit. Selling the first spike below the support is also common mistake because it's now in the reverse only. Entering without a candle close. You need this candle close every time, guys. Okay. Ignoring the retest also. You are ignoring this retest. That's very common. It's showing you there, but you are ignoring. So you miss the chance already. Moving the stop after the entry. You are also moving your stop loss every time. I don't know how you will How you will manage this, it's your money, it's your decision. Over trading every small breakout. Okay, so these are the most common mistakes traders make, guys. Huh? So a simple rule: for the break, wait for the close. Always wait for the body candle close. For the retest, wait for price to return. Okay, after that, it's confirmed by retest. So to confirm, wait for the rejection of the structure. You need some bullish engulfing to see this. That is the confirmation. That's what I showed you, right? To enter only after the confirmation. After that, predefine stop and position size. You need to protect your trade now. Where is your stop loss? Where is your TP? All right. Target, logical structure plus the planned risk to reward, just like I showed you there. And to review journal every trade if you like, so you can master the strategy. Okay. And final takeaways, guys: a breakout is not an automatic entry. The retest can help reduce chasing and improve trade location. Confirmation matters more than prediction. Do not predict. Okay, you need to see all this, and by the time you all see the confirmation, it's time to react. Okay. Risk management determines how long you can stay in the game. Yes. This will protect your capital. Consistency comes from repeating one tested process, not from taking more trades. And that's for all this, okay, to help you in this strategy. So Algotor has the copy trading feature here, where it replicates the trades of expert traders in real time. You can start with only $100, guys, and you can, make some money on the side here, okay? And as you all know, we have the Algotor 04 bot, Algotor 04. Okay, recommended the copy trading capital is $1,000. Okay, I've told this story to you many times, that $1,500 generated 1,200 of profit in the span of 2 weeks. Okay, so contact our Algotor managers and you will get that what, guys? That 50% deposit bonus. Deposit 100, you will get 1,500 in your trading account. So very nice. Huh? Avail. And as you all know, we have the insurance program here where if you end at a net loss, Algotor will reimburse your qualifying losses. Keep 100% of any profits you make. Originally, this was $500, but now, sorry, $1,500. But for now, for 500, you can avail this, okay? Sweet spot of 6,000 here with an ROI of 26.79 here in this table. But if you want to deep more understanding, always contact our Algotor managers and they will gladly assist you in this, okay? And lastly, our 50% deposit bonus, guys. Avail now. Deposit 100, you get 50, 500, 250, 1,000, you get $500 extra. So avail now, guys, okay? And so that's the end of the slide. Finally, we can go to the chart. Okay. What do we see? Clearly, it's an uptrend, right? It's an uptrend. Look at the market, sorry, the next candles in this price action. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. What is that? So is it going down now? How do you know? You need always market structure in mind, guys. Okay? So mark your resistance and support levels every time. Okay? So in this example, this is clearly a resistance, right? Green, red, resistance. if we are in the breakout and retest, so this we should see some breakout to happen here before we can participate in buying, right? Because price now is going down. So wait, we are in the 1 hour time frame. Wait for that breakout. Okay. At this point, you spend 2 hours waiting, but the body can close inside, right? Maybe price can go now and make a chop there. Chop. That is now the time to sell. But it's not happening, right? So wait. Ah, 1 hour time frame breakout, clear breakout, guys. Now we have a breakout. Where is the retest? You need the retest. Otherwise, this strategy is not. It's not called breakout and retest. We need the retest. A retest of this resistance becomes now support. Another R. And finally, we see some red candles, which could signify that price wants to retest now this one. Very nice. Could go there. What is this price action, guys? If it is red, okay, but price open there. Why? You are not asking this. This is abnormal. Why? Who can answer me this? Why did that? Who can answer me why price did that? Because price should open here, right? In the body candle close, it should go there and make a red candle there. But it opened there. I don't know what kind of it opened there. It opened there, guys, and went there. Is that normal? Why? Just look at the timestamp, guys. What is this? Saturday, 4 o'clock. That's Friday after Friday night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and it's a weekend. Monday, it's open there. It opened there, and still you are waiting for that retest, right? So price went there, opened there, Monday. Okay, clear. You need to ask questions, why it's like this is not normal. Yeah, because of the weekend. Okay, can happen. It's going down. Maybe it's will not make a retest, or maybe it will take more than bullish run there before. I don't know. But where is my strategy? You have to stick to that strategy, guys. Just wait. Is that a retest? For me, that is a retest. That is a retest, guys. Once price touch, okay, it's touching this resistance. So that is already a retest. Isn't it? Once it's happened, go back lower. Not in the 30. You will stick with the 5 minute for our entry. And in the 5 minute, it looks like this. There's the retest there. Finally, it touches, right? So, what is your next best thing to do? Tell me, guys. What is the next best thing to do? Can you answer this simple question, guys? Because if you want to go up there, you need to break this. That is the last A level. We have the V level. This is the last A level. We need to break past this. But, it could be low because it's already, this is the difference, You need to know where is the best entry point at this point in time. Okay? So, you will look for your point of interest, right? Where is that point of interest? That FVG, the week here and this week is not touching. That is your point of interest, right? It's always like that. Then it will choke, okay, and then a retest there in this example. So we have 1 minute time frame as the last time frame to look for some clue, right? This is the 5 minute FBG. Where is the last A level in the 1 minute? That is an A level, green red. Always go to the line. That is an A. It's broken that A level. In the 1 minute, it broke that A level. So it's closer than the 5 minute because the 5 minute is looking like that. The A level on the 5 minute is very high. So in the 1 minute, it already made the choke there. Right? So that is your point of interest. Oh, sorry about that. Why? What's happening? This one. What happened, guys? I don't know what happened now to the trading viewer. Okay, let's stick with this 1 minute. So it's going. Okay. So it should go back to that point of interest in that FVG. There. It starts tapping that FVG. Let's go to the 5 minute if we can manage this. I don't know why it's not. I don't know. It's not working, guys. Well, I don't know what happened here, really. Okay. Deeper into that FVG. A bullish engulfing inside the FVG. Let's look at 5 minute. Okay, it's there. It's body closing there. So, shall we enter in the 1 minute? Because you've seen the bullish engulfing there. Is that enough for you? Because market structure always lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this is the lower low. So where is the high? This high should get broken. This high should get broken. This. It's not doing that because you need confirmation every time. It doesn't mean you see the bullish engulfing and you will enter here. No, you need this structure. This chalk in the 1 minute. This chalk in the 1 minute is the most important. Okay, so it's not happy. It's not doing that yet. So you wait. Is that a body kind of close? Yes. Body kind of close, chalk, clear chalk. Now look at your 5 minute. That is a bullish engulfing in the 5 minute, right? Isn't it? So what are you waiting for? You've confirmed that in the 1 minute. You've seen the bullish engulfing in the 5 minute. That's where you will enter, guys. Because it's already tapped your point of interest. Doing the chalk in the lower time frame, that is the trigger. That is the confirmation. Long position that there. So where is your stop loss? Below this FVG, how many pips is this? 4619 to 4606. That's more than 100 pips of stop loss because 619 to 609 is 100 pips, right? Plus 30 more pips, so that's 130 pips stop loss. You can handle this in gold. You can handle that in gold, guys. If you can handle that in gold, then all the best. So where you will put your stop loss? Because 130 is too much. You will put where? You will stick to 50, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. That is 14 somewhere there. Okay, 11. Let's try that. I don't know, something like this. That is the 50 pip stop loss. Do you think price will respect this 50 pips? Refine that in the 1 minute. If you will enter there, that is a 50 pip stop loss also. But this is where we will be subjective now, okay? For me, a 50 pip is 50 pip. If it stops this, then my trade will invalidate all this. Okay, because who knows? Because I cannot just put moving my stop loss there every time. Okay, that is 130 pips, guys. Okay, 4614 is my maximum stop loss. So that is the 50 pip there. I found the bullish engulfing. That is my 50 pip stop loss. Now what you will target? You will target this. This is nothing. We are still in the 5 minute. You are playing with the 1 hour. Right? Where is the 1 hour? You cannot see any price action. You have to go far from this. That's where the action, guys. So 1 hour, spot all the 1 hour resistance on this price leg. If you will target this is a resistance, right? But it's below. You cannot target the one below. You are going up. So you will find another target here. It's always like, is there any price action here, guys? This is in the future. We are in the future. So it needs to create more, but you need a target. So it's below that. So you cannot use this. Where is the next target? This is the first target. That is the first resistance. Okay? That is the first resistance. Price should target this. Otherwise, there's nothing more to do. So let's go back to that. What is your risk to reward now? 1:8, which is also good. Who knows what will happen here? You are playing with the 1 hour. That is your ideal TP1. So where is TP2? Green red resistance and fresh. Huh? Fresh. No candle touch this week. Did this week touch this? No, it's fresh. Much better. Also this. So it's fresh, very nice. TP1, TP2. Right? What about this? This is the next one. Did this week touch this? No. This is a pure resistance level also. But it's very nice. But always look to the left. Huh? There is something going on here. Is there any other resistance apart from this? Let's check. Red, green, support. It was support. But look, it becomes resistance. But you kind of close becomes resistance and it's also not fresh anymore. So the likelihood is price should break TP1, TP2, and this one. This is where could be your last, I don't know, your last TP to consider. Because otherwise, it will have a hard time coming here already. Because this is a clear support, clear resistance also. So 1, 2, 3, 4 possibilities. Okay, so let's go back to that. It's very far, huh? Wow. 1:8, TP1. 1:12, TP2. Wow, which is also a very good risk to reward for you now. 1:3, sorry, TP3 is 1:14. Now it's nice. And this is really the highest, okay, we can target as of this trade plan. 1:16. But anything can happen, guys. You see here, it's a lot of target also here. This. Who knows? Who knows? We cannot see the future. But in gold, if I get past 1:10, it's already a bonus already. So we will manage this until here. 1:16 risk to reward ratio. Everything is set. Go back to 5 minutes to see this in the grander scale. And let's see if this will now play out well. We've seen the breakout. We've seen the retest. This is the retest. Okay. Chalk in the lower time frame in the 5 minute. We found our entry of the bullish engulfing candle. Let's play this, guys. Huh? I don't know why it's not playing. My God. Something is off here. Let's see the 15 minute. Okay, it's playing. So we will slowly watch this in the 15 minute. I don't know why 5 minutes is not working. So you see, it respected our stop loss of 50 pips. There is no more business here anymore, guys. There's the retest. Okay, there's the choke in the 5 minute. It's all the homework is done. TP1 hit, TP2, TP3. I see, guys. Whoa, we've almost stopped our hit our stop loss there. I don't know what is going to happen now. So that's the point. Now we are in the latest price action. This is the timer is now starting. Okay, it's counting. This is the latest. This is today, August 25. So this is the latest price action. So that's what I mean. TP1 is hit, TP2, TP3. Okay. If you will go to the TP3, I showed you it becomes a resistance. Okay. So that is the highest it has been in this price action and almost hitting our stop loss. So you have to consider when you want to TP on your first TP, second, third. Okay. Because this is already, if we will put our TP there, that is already 1:14. So you can manage. I don't know how, but I've just shown you the possibility. Who knows, maybe tonight it will hit all this again, but that is still to be seen. So is there any question now, guys, with this strategy? I hope I've shared to you a new powerful strategy you can follow because this happens every time in any time frame. Okay. So, Sir Anthony, Sir Charles, any question? If not, we can wrap up this webinar, huh? I think it's clear, huh? I think it's clear. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for coming for tonight. Yes, thank you, Sir Charles, for coming. And I will see you next time for another strategy. Okay. Keep practicing, guys. I've shown you many strategies already, but one thing is very common: market structure. Higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. Chalk boss. When you master these guys, you can read the chart anywhere, anytime. Okay. So keep practicing. So again, thank you, Sir Anthony, Sir Charles. I'll see you again next time. And have a great evening. Good night. Bye-bye.